All right.
Coach, how does the defense stop a team with good running backs that can catch the ball and go into the flat? How do you stop that?
Well, you just got to make sure that you're well aware of when and how they want to get their backs out into the backfield. So kind of being able to lock into the indicators. Again, every team, each and every single week, they have some. You just got to make sure we do our due diligence in our film study so we can lock in and know when it's going to happen.
First, the miscommunications on the 2 touchdowns last week. What are you doing this week to make sure that doesn't happen again in Arizona?
Working my hardest to be a better coach, because that's really where it comes down to. All right, I'm responsible. I am responsible for that. Again, when things go wrong out there, I'm the first one. I look right into myself to see where I can improve as a coach to make sure our guys will not be put in that position.
Were you surprised by Richard's reaction to that at all? Or?
Well, I'm very happy to see his passion. Again, that's always, he's always been such a passionate player, but I was surprised. But we have to know that we have to respond better. We have to respond better. Everybody hurts in those situations right there. And again, in the light of it, what could I have done better is where I'm going with it. Absolutely.
When you looked back at the situation, would there be anything that you would have changed that you would have done in it, or when you reevaluated it?
As in regards to what?
Either just anything with it in terms of the communication, or when Richard was coming off the field, or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a reemphasis of us executing what we practice is really what it comes down to. And again, right, wrong, or indifferent, communication here, communication there. Again, when we get out there, we have to make sure that we see our formations, again, and we execute our assignments, and that's my responsibility.
It looked like in the video replay of the episode on the sidelines that you said to Richard, "That's on me." What did that mean?
It's really to kind of just calm him down, because again, I mean what I say when it's my responsibility. Like I said, everybody on this football team cares about doing really good. They care about doing really good. And it's, again, our responsibility as the coaching staff, but I really look to myself to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can to make sure that those situations do not happen.
Did that escalate beyond what it should have, and why? And if so, it sounds like you're taking responsibility for being so escalated.
Yeah, what do you mean? It sounds like we're talking about two different situations here.
What I mean is how heated it got on the sidelines with you and Richard. Whose responsibility was that, and what could you have done to maybe de-escalate that?
But calmer heads prevail, and I'm very hard on our guys. I'm very hard on them. I coach them hard, and in light of those situations right in there, maybe I need to calm down. Just relax, kind of just take it all within itself. And we all understand and know that nobody wants to harm this defense.
Did you talk to Richard this week? I mean, you guys have a meeting and have to kind of...
No, we haven't spoken ever since. Yeah. Of course we have. And it's a great, valuable learning experience for everybody. I think the one thing that, that we absolutely will lay our hat on is the way that we all responded. Like I said, the law of love and brotherhood came through. It showed itself strong. Everybody was not willing to let them go. Everybody was not willing to let go of what we have. And we're all willing to do what it takes in order to make sure that we keep propelling and getting better every day.
Chris, we've seen that intensity from Richard before, sometimes over the years. How do you navigate that line with him between that kind of mode he enters on the field and sometimes the blowback that comes with that?
We do the dance. We do the dance. How you doing, Doug? All right. And like I said, we understand who he is, and we know who he is. We know how much he cares, and that intensity and that chip is what's been able to propel him into the excellence, into that level that he presently sits on right there. Again, where do we all want to grow from there? It's just understanding that, those type of responses in those situations, cooler heads will prevail. So we have to maintain our poise, maintain an excellent level of humility, and then continue to play.
Did your understanding of what happened on that play change from when you first saw what was happening on the field and then when you kind of talked to the players about what happened?
No, it's the same. The level of understanding is the same. And again, any communication barring and all that kind of stuff, it wasn't necessary. You know, if we just go out there and we execute, like the defense is the design of it, you know, is designed for plays of that nature. So we just got to go out there and execute. As simple as that.
Was that base a more base level mistake, or was that some advanced calculus that you guys got hemmed up on?
That's some advanced calculus. I said I would love to sit down and explain it to you one day, but
I have a feeling it won't be in the middle of the season.
It won't be in the middle of the season.
How is Kelsey and McCray handled?
He's
I guess.
no, he's awesome. You know, he's awesome. Like I say, he's one of the best, most humblest guys that, you know, I've been around. And like I said, you know, it's kind of one of those deals to where everybody feels bad. You know, I said we were playing at a very high level up until that point, and like I said, when the incident happened, you know, like I said, it made you feel bad. So, you know, we had to recapture ourselves and go out there and again finish the game.
It seemed as if the players almost had an intervention with him himself. How did that come to be?
That's love. That's love. That's guys recognizing a situation escalating, and those guys doing everything in their power to make sure that it's not going to distract us. It's not going to stop us from attaining our goals.
Tyler Lockett wants to know, what do you think about that game?
Well, I think Tyler Lockett's an excellent football player. If we can find a way to help him grow a little, we can stretch him out some, maybe put some inches on him, he might be even better.
He was talking about Earl Thomas early in his career and kind of having to rein him in. And with the players so capable as a playmaker, but also that role of taking away the big plays, just how important is that balance of letting him do the things that make him special while also the responsibility of just taking away the deep ball?
Yeah, it starts first things first. Again, it's what's most important for us. So as long as we're handling our responsibility within the realm or within the frame of our defense, again, staying on top, owning the seams and posts, I say you can have at it after that. But that's the foundation. That's where we must be strong, and that's where it starts.
Have you seen him develop over the years, just from the player he was when he was young to what he is now?
It's his consistency and his maturity is really what it comes down to. You know, like he's grown with his level of understanding of the game year in and year out. And again, he's a guy who's never ever claimed to know it all. So he's trying to learn as much as he possibly can each and every single day.
What was behind blitzing Bobby Wagner more this season than you have already?
He's pretty good at it. You know, that's really the whole idea. Is you go back at the end of the season, you do your self-scout, and then you recognize the value of a guy and what he's capable of doing. So we want to make sure we place all our guys in the best position as possible in order for them to be successful. So he's been a pretty good blitzer.
How has that helped the entire defense? Maybe helped Mike, for instance, who up the middle, right in front of him,
right.
Vice versa. How has that helped?
Well, that's now you have to account for him. So it makes it difficult for them to load up just on the guys that put their hands in the ground down after down. So you're going to have to account for some other people.
He's always been a really good athlete. Well, I guess what has he changed in the last year or so that's allowed him to become a better blitzer, maybe?
You know, I think it's just it's us, it's me. You know, my play calling. You know, it's just giving the guy the chance to show what he can do. So he's proven consistently now, game after game, that he's a very valuable blitzer for us. So it's been cool to watch.
When it comes to that communication, how do you walk that tightrope of keeping things simple so the guys are doing the right thing compared to having to adjust to what the other team throws at you and mesh that together without having everything?
That's the beauty of our defense. It's so simple, it's complicated. No, but in all sincerity, it's just making sure we're all on the same page, day in and day out, and just understanding how teams are going to try to attack us, going from here forward, and being ready to stop it.
Did the fact that Michael Bennett went out and Frank Clark wasn't playing, did that cause you to blitz a little bit more, or was that something you think you would have done anyway?
I probably would have done anyway. But again, now we're getting into CIA territory right there. You know, that's it. That's covert operation. You know, we spend a lot of time thinking of that kind of stuff there.
How important is the play of the D-line in that if they're doing well, maximizing performance for the linebackers to be able to blitz and be free?
Yeah, it's very important. It's very important. Again, if we're able to get pressure on the quarterback with our four guys, which we are, you know, our guys have done a fantastic job of getting after the quarterback with just four guys, you know, putting a lot of pressure on them. But I think it makes it easier on them to where you start bringing some extra guys here. It forces more isolation and more one-on-one blocks for them.
Are they using Johnson differently than the last time you played them also?
No, they're still using him the same. I just think that he's grown more. He's better. You know, he's maturing, and obviously again him being right now statistically the most explosive player on their team shows it.
What is it about him that presents such a challenge?
Well, he's big, he's fast, and he's strong. So again, he's got a nice jump cut. He knows how to make people miss, and he's got really good hands coming out of the backfield. So he's kind of the complete package as a back.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you guys.